hair is kinky. My nose is wide, my skin is technicolor. I won't apologize. You see my classroom, you let it glow. Before you touch shine bright, just know it ain't my style, it ain't my shade. It's what I do and what I say. I teach hella black, I teach hella black, I teach hella black. You're fine if you're offended. I teach hella black. I teach hella black. I teach hella black. Not sorry, it's mandated. We teach hella black. We teach hella black. We teach hella black. Equity in education. We teach hella black. We teach hella black. We teach hella black. Curriculum's updated, we teach hella black, we teach black kids. It's how we live, it's what it is. I teach hella black. Hello, fellow fellows and fellow educators. This is Diamond Emerald bringing you another gem. God, good vibes, education, and motivation. Happy New Year. Again, I just love saying that, don't you? Happy 2021, and I hope you're gearing up in a special way for everything this year has to offer you, because you need to pour that directly into your students. I want to tell you a quick story, then give you my gem and inspiration for this week, my teacher tip of the week for you to connect with your kids. So as I've been home with my family over the holidays, it's been a blessing because my mother keeps a lot of things from my childhood. And one of the things that I found was a card from college. And one of the ministry leaders in my youth group actually gave us this card at the end of one of the small fall semesters. So she just wrote down a letter to all the women in the group, the young women in the group, and she just wrote a card which had 3 things on there that she said that we needed for ourselves. So I think what happened is we all put in things that we thought were important life lessons that we needed to learn, and or she knew us personally. And so she gave a list of personal things and general things for us. I want to read them to you now. So things to not forget. 1, other people are praying for you, even when you forget to pray for yourself. 2, good Black men actually do exist in real life. To put that in context, I was raped my sophomore year in college, which was obviously a traumatic experience, but also just another facet that makes this diamond shine so bright. And number 3, God never leaves you. That blessed me when I was able to read it again, and I hope that you take that with you and it blesses you as well. The other thing I want to give you before we leave is the 2021 vision word. So an activity that I've done with my students is I love Bitmojis, as you probably know, and I would print out these Bitmoji stickers. I'd place them on note cards. I would give them to each individual student. I wrote their name on it. I gave them an individual sticker, and on the back, I gave them a word. And since we meditate every day for 2 minutes, so on some days they would have a mantra, or I wanted them to focus on that word. It's an empowering word. It's a visionary word. It's something that I already see in them, or something that I want them to live out more, right? So even potentially if there was a student that I had that was a little too outgoing and a little too confident, I called him a king. And I would remind him that kings don't need to brag and be braggadocious about their power. They already have it in them. So that would encourage him. It built him up, but it also subdued him in a way that gave him more responsibility in the classroom as well, right? As opposed to just saying charismatic. I called him a king, right? In other ways, words that are positive, call them brilliant, call them worthy. You're kind-hearted, loving, leaders, hopeful, resilient, essential, gifted. You can use words, the DISC assessment, if you're familiar with that. That's something I'm going to incorporate. Or just Google positive adjectives and make them specific. You don't have to do one for each individual child, right? Get your batch of words, then assign them each to a student. And what I'm going to do is in my Zoom class tomorrow, and luckily I'm a co-teacher, but even individually, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to privately message those words to kids throughout the class period. Ideally, they would have those words before we meditated. So maybe, right, ideally I would email them those words, but it's private. There wouldn't be a list and they would all see the words. No. It is individually sent to that child. So they don't see anybody else's word unless they decide to share it on their own time, but it is not individual. And what I would do for that is by now you should know which kids talk. So if you know there's a group of 4 friends that speak, I wouldn't give them the same words on purpose because you know they're probably going to talk. but you can, rotate 4 or 5 words depending on the number of your students. And maybe it's connected to the theme of your school. So that's my gift to you. I'm going to do that in my classroom, and I hope that you do that as well. Give them some words to hold on to. Speak life into them to start this year, especially maybe if they struggled last year. Give them an uplifting word that lets you know that you're still there, holding on, ready to move them to the next level. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful that you're still on this journey. You have breath in your body. You have gift and life in your hands. Your voice is powerful and meaningful. And everything that you've lived through up until this moment is what your kids need to get through their moments. Fear not. Shine bright. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.